How did it all come about?
Well, with COVID-19, it's just like, with no racing on the cards, it's just given us the opportunity to do other things in the summer. It's not often we get the chance to run 100 kilometre in the middle of a race season. So it's been something I've been thinking about for a while. I've definitely mentioned it to you a couple of times.
Yeah, and Sam's actually got a bit of experience in kind of ultra running. He's done the Bob Graham round before, so I've come to you for advice in the past when I was thinking of maybe doing it, and you said, maybe in a couple of years when I've got
Stop
the
racing.
But obviously the current pandemic, we thought, well, now's the time, so let's give it a crack. And we gave ourselves a whole 3 weeks to prepare for it.
Yeah, it was sort of on the back burner, and then all of a sudden it was like, let's just put it in the diary, otherwise it's not going to happen. And we put it in the diary for 3 weeks' time.
Actually, I was surprised how well my body coped, but it was small things like my ankles and my toes just ached, or like the front of them, just on the fronts of the shoes when we're going downhill. It was little things like that that really kind of started to hurt, I guess, towards the end.
But that was good. That's part of the process, and we were lucky enough that it wasn't a high-profile race, and there was everything on the line, so we could, we wanted to move fast throughout the day and keep going and pushing it a bit, but there was no we weren't racing other people, and so if we had to stop for an extra few minutes to sort our shoes out or switch bags, there was no stress, and we were able to soak it in a bit more because of that.
Yeah, it was a wicked day though. I mean, the route is stunning. So we started in Cheltenham, worked our way to Stroud, and then through numerous villages.
Went through Dursley and then down to the M4.
Dursley, flipping heck, that was hilly.
That was hilly. There's no flat way out of Dursley, I don't think, unless you're floating down the river. But
Harry found out about that one.
Yeah, Harry did very well. He had to lift his bike over about 100 styes and gates and kissing gates and all of that. So, but it's amazing, those things those things just add on the time, don't they?
Yeah.
And
I think I was amazed actually looking back at how much those little things added on. Every time we just went, oh, hang on, which route is it again? And actually it was it only felt like a couple of seconds, but you're slowing down and starting at over 100k, that adds up so much.
Well, it was really interesting because Mark's polar watch it said 10 hours and 1 minute running time, I think it was. Yeah. And mine was, I didn't stop, and you didn't stop it, but that's the running time. The elapsed time was more like 11 hours 20 or something, and that's an hour and 20 of stopping.
Way to go!
Pick up, do your laces up, or go through a gate, and although I don't think you even stop for gates, but just stopping to refuel and all of those little things add up over 10 hours to be an hour and 20. Up to 40k, I was like, this is, in my head I know this is fine. I've done a few marathons before, I've done marathons at the end of Ironmans. Yeah, it's hilly, but we're running at a fairly easy pace, it should be fine. And then I think after 40k it's we've done a marathon, that's a great landmark, and we sort of then hit 50k, and then I distinctly remember at 52k, 53k looking at my watch and being 50k feels a long time ago, and we've only covered, and that 10k section between 50 and 60k just was really painful. And I think that was the realization of, we've run 50k, we've been running for over 5 hours, we've still got another 5 hours to go. That was, I think, the mental realization. I don't think the body was any worse at that point than it was 10k previous, but with these things, so much of it's mental.
I think, and then 70k point was, I don't know, something happened. I don't know what happened, but
well, we were really lucky. We were really lucky that we had a couple of friends surprise us en route, and they just ran in front for a while and just took our mind off things for a bit. But around 70, certainly 80k. There's 20k left to go into Bath.
Well, you seemed like you were floating along at
Yeah,
70k, and you were chatting. He was chatting away, and I was like, just like head
I
down.
wasn't sure if it was gonna. I was on not a high. It's hard to describe it as a high, but I definitely felt positive, and I wasn't sure if. I knew that if I didn't start like singing and chatting around, then I was just gonna like shrink into myself, and it would be harder for me.
I've got to say though, I was pleased with like 10-15k to go. You were just as
I
quiet,
went
as I was. I was like, phew, yes, he's hurting as much.
I didn't let myself do that until about 10-15k, and then out came the odd. This is a stupid idea. Whose idea was this? And we let ourselves hurt and like let on that we were hurting.
Yeah.
And I think that's because Bath seemed within touching distance, and yet we kept just looping along the ridge line and not getting any closer to the final destination. And at the same time, the mind was then relaxing into it, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we spoke about that on the way. I'd be really interested to know, like, if the race finished, or if the run finished at 60k, whether at 50k, we would have started shutting down and finding it really hard.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have added an extra 20k on.
And then just stopped at 100k and felt fresh.
Yeah,
we had to do a little
extra loop
around
Victoria Park.
Man, I'm really sorry we lost you.
We were stood still for a tiny bit and our legs are just going.
How you feeling?
Pretty drained. Running form was all right at the end. Like our gait was still, but like it's just that pounding of the ankles, and then just. If we had an extra 20k to go, I wonder if we'd feel any better now.
You reckon?
Or if it's, I don't know if we would, but that mental side of like shutting down with when you're getting closer and closer to the finish. I'm gonna save that bad boy quickly. 11 hours 20.
Solid.
Oh man.
What was the hardest bit?
I think there's one single.
Yeah.
It's just, it was humid, like that aspect.
Yeah.
You're sweating a lot.
Around 50 to 60k just took forever, and it was really hilly.
Where we missed, so when we didn't see you because you went, that was a 20k section, and I think towards the end of that, just noticed it, like felt like it took forever.
Yeah. Which was worse, the hills or the flats?
The steep hills, you started walking.
Yeah.
So it was almost a bit of respite. And then it was probably actually, if you had like 5k of constant flat, it would it's sort of attrition. Whereas when it was going up and down, it sort of breaks the rhythm up. You don't. It's probably a bit easier.
The downhills towards the end were killers.
Not that we had 5k of flat at any point, but
no.
And like in the beginning, which bit did you start like get out of like that great of like this is going to be fine? When did you realise it wasn't going to be fine?
200 meters.
I think
So
it was never fun. It was never not fine. I think we at the beginning I mooted like doing 6-minute Ks, and like once we stopped a couple of times to like fill up water, go to the toilet, like check the map, you quickly realise that 6 minutes Ks is looking a lot more like 6:20 and we ended up averaging 6:45.
Yeah.
I think if you took out the static time where we were like at the car, like probably would be close to 6:30. But yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah. It's amazing how quickly the brain forgets, isn't it?
Yeah. When we finished, I was like, nah, never again. Thanks for that. Done. Ticked.
Yeah.
See you later.
And I would do it again. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would.
I probably will. I would do something similar.